Hi guys, I know it's been a long time. Happy New Year to everybody, and welcome to a new video on the Xperia XZ2. And something interesting happened last night. I did an update, and I thought it was just a normal update, a provisional update, the security update. But it turns out, as of now, with the Xperia XZ2 and probably the rest of the XZ2 family, Android 10 is now available. So I just wanted to go quickly over some features and what you can expect. So stick around and find out. So the funny thing is, I actually wanted to do an update video on the Xperia XZ2 Premium for a little while now. Haven't had much time. Because it's now 2020 and this phone is now approximately 2 years old. And I must say, aside from the update that we're gonna talk about just in a few seconds, I'm still very pleased with this phone. It's still very fast, battery life is pretty awesome, and I'll also have a separate video on how the experience is with the Xperia XZ2, because of course the highlighted features are the dual cameras that are pretty good on the back here, and of course the 4K HDR screen. And an update on that, not only is it supported on Amazon Prime and on YouTube, but also on Disney Plus, as you can see in these images that I'm flashing by. So that's a very welcome renewal and like addition, and yeah, it's very nice experience to watch media on this phone. But on to the topic at hand, and that is Android 10.0. Android 10, right? Just Android 10. So if I go to the system info of the phone, so about the phone, and we go to the Android version, you can see this is the latest Android version, Android 10, with a security patch of December. And I must say it's pretty cool. In keeping with the Xperia skin, everything is the same, so you won't get any of the gestures. I know some of you must be disappointed by that, but I for one still think Android works best with on-screen buttons. If you really do want those gestures, you would have to opt for the newer models like the Xperia 5, the Xperia 10, and the Xperia 1, of course, the direct successor to this flagship. So how can you see it? Well, here we have, of course, our notification jar, and also here are our toggles. And I think it's very interesting. So two new features that you can have is, of course, the dark theme. So that turns everything, all of the menu settings into a dark theme thing. And the most beautiful thing I think is, as you can see, I still have a custom theme here running, and I can actually combine that with existing themes that I already have on the phone. So if you go for another dark theme, let me just check one out here. Let's see. So this one, for instance, this is a pretty dark theme. You see it fits very well with the rest of the theme, and that's just really cool. So especially here, like in Google, on the search bar and everything is nice and dark. And also when we go to the dialer, unfortunately it's not yet configured. I don't know if that's gonna come, but this is like an Xperia app, so I wouldn't expect this to be affected. But as far as you can see, like in the main menus and the toggle switches, everything is dark. And let me see. So if I switch back to the light theme, which is what I prefer, if I'm honest, you can also see we have the new reader mode, so that will make the screen and all its contents monochrome. So if we do that real quickly, you can see that everything is now monochrome. It's easier on the eye supposedly. again, a nice Android 10 feature, and something, well, it's not something I'm gonna use a lot probably because I prefer color on my screen, but if you've been waiting for the Android 10 update and we're waiting for these kind of features, then you do have them. Another thing that I found in the settings is actually, I think it's the wellness application. So I think I saw that hanging around here. Yeah, digital well-being. So you have that now also integrated into Android. You can set up a whole lot of stuff. So those in a nutshell are the few changes you have with Android 10. Of course, these kind of toggles also change. But I'm glad they've kept a lot of things the same, because as you know, the Xperia XZ2 line is the last one to have the let's see, the themes and all that other customization that's really nice about the Xperias. So yeah, I'm glad they kind of, just like with Android 9 Pie, they made a mix of the new features of Android, but also in keeping with yeah, with the standard new things that you get from Android. So this was a short video with a little update. Let me know what you'd like to see in the next video covering this phone. Like, do you have questions about the camera, or perhaps sound quality, battery life, gaming? Like I already said, video is what I mainly use this phone for. It just has an incredible screen to do that with 4K resolution, and that 4K resolution and HDR capabilities are maxed out more and more in more apps. I never expected Disney Plus, of all streaming services, to do that so well. Shows like The Mandalorian and other movies are available in 4K HDR. And Amazon Prime, I don't have the subscription right now, but they also have 4K HDR content that is looks really nice on this screen. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and like I said, comment down below if you want to see something extra. I'm about to start a new series of mobile devices that I'm going to review, and that's actually going back to the older phones that I have lying around, like from the time, for example, when not the US was the leading force with mobile technology, but Europe. So stay tuned for that as well, and I hope you guys have a great start to the new year, and I'll see you guys around. By the way, don't forget to like and subscribe on my videos, as I am aiming 2020 to pick up the pace again with these videos and covering mobile devices. So don't be a shy guy, and stay tuned.